Pretty Little Liars quickly turned into one of the best and most complicated shows of our generation, but we, as a PLLArmy, welcome it. And you know why? Because we as fans always bring our A game and come up with the most badass theories. So here you have it, the 5 craziest PLL fan theories of all time, right here on Listed. This brings us to our first craziest fan theory of all time: Ren is A. Remember when we were all stuck on Ren and never could figure out what his deal was? Actually, let's be real, a lot of us are still stuck on Ren, even though he hasn't shown his pretty little face in a hot minute. Here are 3 huge reasons that brought us to this theory. 1, right before the A reveal, Spencer went back to London. 2, he also has medical knowledge and may have helped fake a few medical records, and also his major connection to Radley. And last but not least, he had been there since the beginning. Even though Ren is in fact not A and he's currently working on another show, Marlene says they will reference his character and hopefully get him back in Rosewood before the show ends, so fingers crossed for Ren. And just like Ren, Emily's love interest back in season 1, Maya, was also a fan fave. Unfortunately, like many in Rosewood, her PLL life was short-lived. But many of you are not convinced and think Maya is still alive, which brings us to our second craziest fan theory of all time: Maya is in fact not dead. Looking back, Maya was supposedly killed by her stalker from rehab who posed as her cousin Nate. It was later confirmed by PLL writer Brian Holdman that this is in fact was true. However, drumroll please, Marlene recently tweeted to a fan on March 9th who questioned whether Maya's storyline was indeed over and stated, "There may be a bit more to the story." OMG, so of course, let the continued speculation on what really happened to Maya begin. Maybe she fled and we could possibly see an Emily and Maya reunion soon? I doubt it, but honestly, you guys, I ship them so hard. Crazy fan theory number 3 is actually the accurate one. So many of you got it right. Cece did in fact stand for Charles DiLaurentis, who was a transgender and became Charlotte, also known as Big A. But now, spoiler alert, the first episode in season 6B, we learned that Charlotte is dead. And so you guys, it begins again. All the theories, who killed Charlotte? So while we stir up some more theories on that, take a load off with theory number 4. Well, not really, because this one's also a total mind. There's a theory that Charles was the product of an affair between Mr. DiLaurentis and Marian Kavanaugh, Toby's mom. Everyone thinks that Marian is Jessica DiLaurentis' twin, which is half true because then it wouldn't be as awkward knowing that Cece and Jason dated, because technically they wouldn't be brother and sister, but cousins, seeing as Jason was the product of Mr. Hastings and Mrs. DiLaurentis. I mean, it's still gross, but not as gag-worthy, right? We just found out who the twin was on PLL, and that's Mrs. DiLaurentis and Mary Drake are twin sisters. But so many of you had amazing twin theories, which brings us to our 5th craziest PLL theory of all time, which isn't true, but that Aria has a twin. We've all had our speculations about Aria from the beginning. Some of us thought that she was A, so why not think that she has a twin? Here's why. Aria could have possibly had an identical twin at Radley because Eddie Lamb once told Aria that she looked familiar. Also, in the 13th episode of season 2, Byron Montgomery is in a scene looking through a photo album which shows 2 little girls. Sounds a little fishy to me. There are so many amazing theories, and these 5 just barely scratch the surface of it all. Which was your favorite PLL fan theory of all time? Let me know in the comment section below, and then when you're done with that, you can click right over here to watch 9 things you didn't know about PLL. Thanks so much for going PLL crazy with me here on Listed. I'm your host, Megan LaMontagne, and before you go, click to the left for Aria's most shocking moments on PLL and to the right for craziest 1D fan theories.